Hello, my darling souls. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, Alu. Hello, Callan. Hello, Sal. Hello, Alnick, Lasso, Sylvie. How are you all doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm very tired. Blah. You know what? Blah is also a mood, honestly. I may have fucked up my schedule again. I was up until 5 in the morning today, and not even on purpose. Well, it was kind of on purpose, but it wasn't intentional. I didn't realize what time it was, otherwise I would have gone to bed sooner. My inner jock has taken over and I'm glued to the World Cup games? Oh, I see. Why is that? Rip sleep schedule. Yeah, let's be real. I can't keep a consistent sleep schedule to save my life at this point. I'm good. Planning on getting more art commission on Friday. A gender bend in an orange bikini. Hell yeah! Love that for you. I always love seeing the art that you get done. Yeah, So, I know the schedule word, but what is the sleep you speak of? The thing that you do a lot. You have, in fact, been sleeping quite a bit lately. It's more the schedule that you've been struggling with, Alu. Soccer, fun sport, free me from this addiction. I can't help you with that, buddy. Given that I've been pulled into horse racing by Uma Musume and Sal, listen, I'm in the mines with you. I'm in a different mine, but I am in the mines with you. Sal and I were up super late the other night watching races and picking like just horses entirely based off of the names that they had. And I ended up cheering super hard for a horse named Laptop, and it was a great experience. Soccer do go burr. Scotland and Boston seems like they have been having so much fun. Hell yeah, I'm happy for them. At least in Boston, they're not subject to like the extreme heat in the rest of the country. Mexico versus South Korea tomorrow. Very nice, very nice. Who are you going to be rooting for then? I assume Alnick's probably rooting for Mexico. You forgot the best one, Oof Doof. Yeah, I do love Oof Doof. Egg of egg. Boston has sold 4 times as much alcohol as they do on St. Patrick's Day. You know what? I completely believe that. Horse races are intense. Like, actually, oh my god, especially with the major one that Sal and I were watching for the Takarazuka Kinan. I ended up falling asleep before we made it to that one, but it sounded like things went completely sideways during the race, which was fascinating and heartbreaking at the same time. Mexico all the way, yeah, I figured. Boston is about to get hit with another nation that loves drinking, Norway. Oh, I see. Well, I'm sure all the liquor stores out there are just having a great fucking several weeks. Yeah, I've been seeing some stuff from the World Cup shenanigans on like TikTok. Most of which being like Europeans experiencing American weather for the first time. And it's really funny watching so many people freak out over like a simple thunderstorm. Because I don't live there now. I haven't lived in Florida for a few years now, but I'm from Florida originally. Thunderstorms are just like a daily occurrence. Like severe, what most people in this country would consider a severe thunderstorm is just like, oh, that's just our afternoon storm. You know, it's fine. It'll be really intense for all of 10 to 20 minutes, and then it'll go away, and then you'll wonder if anything even happened in the first place. And just seeing all the Brits, like, get freaked out by the thunder and lightning has been really fun, actually. Watching people who also, like, did not listen to Americans about how bad our weather can get and, like, the heat and everything, and watching them just completely melt in, you know, 80, 90, 100 degree weather with 80+% humidity, and it's just like, yeah, it's almost like you should have listened to us when we said that our heats are completely different. I'm forced to pay attention due to certain games blocking my ability to get home in a reasonable time frame. True, you do live pretty close to one of the stadiums. The English team had tornado warnings when they landed. I don't know what they expected from going to Kansas City. Oh no. Oh, and it's still like early summer too. Like, they're not even going to get to experience the worst of it, are they? Because like July and August are like the really big months for a lot of inclement weather. Shockingly, FIFA's road closures are nicer to the residents nearby than the NFL, but still a pain in the ass. I mean, yeah, but that's also because the NFL is actively, like, hostile to everyone, I would think. Why is my blinking tracking going weird? Alright, anyway. That's a problem for future Lilith. The Lilith of right now is not going to deal with that. Frankly, fuck that bitch. Extends to July, and as far as I know, they have no games planned there around that time. That's probably for the best, honestly. The stadium themselves probably went, no games here during this time. That's a bad idea for everyone involved, locals and visitors alike. I know enough Midwesterners to know that a fair few of them would in fact ignore tornado warnings to go watch a game. Listen, I get it, because like I said, it's a very Florida attitude too. We used to, when I lived down there, we would very frequently ignore hurricanes unless they hit at least a Cat 3 on the inland portions of the state, because it's not going to do anything. I love watching sports, but stadiums are a real problem for the folk who live in the cities with them. Yeah, they really are. I really do think that, like, if you're gonna have, like, big sports stadiums, it should be, like, a good distance outside the city. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, you're gonna have hotels and shit pop up next to them, right? But I really don't think they should be inside, like, massive city centers. Just because any time anything happens in them, whether it's a concert or, you know, a sports match or whatnot, it's made clear that the roads just can't handle them. And the only way to make it so that way they would be reasonable inside of sports centers would require, like, massive restructuring of our infrastructure and city layouts. And, let's be real, that's not going to happen. All thoughts empty out as I dance to the music, no thoughts, just moves. Yeah. I found some DMCA free synthwave, so that's what we've got playing today. Yeah. Again, I'm also not really that much of a sports fan. Most of the things that occur within the stadiums that I actually care about are things like concerts. And even then, I tend to be a fan of smaller bands. I love, like, there's nothing I love more than going to, like, a small venue to watch a band. There's actually a fairly small one over in Silver Spring that I like to go to on occasion. But I actually got to go see the Mountain Goats and Band Maiden, which was a great time. If I have to pay more than $30 for a ticket, it's too much. Yeah, that's just a fact. That's just too much. I was talking about why I was up until 5 in the morning last night. So I started playing a new gacha game, that it was introduced to by Yogi. So I do, in some capacity, blame Yogi for this one. Called Morimens, and it's a Eldritch Horror gacha with card mechanics, instead of being like an action or turn-based game. Well, kind of turn-based. I mean, it's cards, but instead of like being an action gacha like all the really popular ones right now, you have like a deck and you play it sort of like Slay the Spire. Yogi do be getting people sucked into games. But yeah, so they got me sucked into this. And there's an event that's about to end in it where you needed to get through chapter 4 of the main story, to be able to get a bunch of like extra free pulls, right? So I have the event's going to close in a few days, so I've been grinding my way through the story as fast as I can. And I just decided last night, like, I had other things that I needed to do, so I was just gonna sit there and grind my way through the story while I do the other things I needed to do. And then I blinked, and by the time I was done, it was 5 in the morning. I mean, I got it done, but yeah, I did not notice what time it was. Yogi is great for throwing games in our life that take over for months on end. It's very true. Yogi and System of Whispers are both really good at that, because Whispers is also the one that got me into Vintage Story, which still very much has my my brain occupied. I haven't played it. I haven't been letting myself play it, because I know the moment that I do, I'm going to disappear into the game again for another month. So I've been intentionally avoiding it because I have work to do, and I can't afford that. But it is on the brain. I want to play Vintage Story more so badly. Hey, watch streak, let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, so that's what I did last night. I also had a minor jump scare this morning. Completely unrelated to the gacha thing. Yes, it is a Lilith stream. Hello, Guardian. Welcome in. How you doing? Happy to announce I finally got my Anarchy. I see. Naruhodo. I'm assuming that's a Destiny exotic that I'm not familiar with. Ooh. Mint flavor. Very nice. Twitch added something again? Oh, what did they add? Raid exotic that makes lines. I see. Warframe got an update today. It got updated with a fucking feels punch. Oh, I see. Oh, it's the 17th. There's the alert on Telesto should have started in Warframe, right? The brothers? Oh, I see. Wait, I don't even play Warframe and I'm the one who remembered about the Telesto alert? Hold on. I put watch Twitch added in general. Oh, I see. I'm bad with baits. That, you know what, that's fair, actually. If it weren't for the fact that I actually have to, like, schedule things out for this, I would not be able to keep track of what date it was either. I can't spell. Words are hard and English is bullshit. I feel you. Anyway though, I got mildly jump scared this morning. So I haven't really talked about it yet because with the issues I have with my Tundra trackers were just one of them just goes haywire constantly on me, and I can't seem to fix it. I actually decided to order a new set of trackers with some mission money that I was paid. And I'm very excited about them, but because they're coming from overseas and all the shenaniganery that's happening with all of that, you know, in the US, I haven't really, like, talked about it much yet. But yeah, I ordered a set of new trackers, and I've been tracking them through email, and was waiting to, like, talk about them and be excited about them until, you know, I actually had them in hand. However, I want y'all to know about the email updates I'm getting for these, because they're really funny. So they're coming from overseas, which means I'm getting emails that are definitely, like, originally written in Chinese and being run through a translator. So they're not coming in the most comprehensible of formats sometimes, but it's fine. I understand it most of the time. However, you know what? However, I got an email this morning of just like, hey, your delivery status is arrives destination. I was just like, wait, what do you mean? Hold on. The last time I checked this, last night, it was still on an airplane. It was still, like, actually coming over from overseas. What the fuck do you mean? It is arrives destination. Hold on. So I had to panic, go check my tracking information to make sure that it didn't, like, just show up randomly and all my stuff has been, like, super delayed, right? Because I still have to deal with the Porsche pirates. That's still a problem that I have going on. So I still have to watch everything like a fucking hawk. Yeah, no, it turns out, it's just the way that, it describes, like, destination country, aka it has been scanned in from the airplane that it was on, aka it is officially arrived in the US. The email title just didn't include that. So they scared the shit out of me this morning for no reason. Which led me to go check the names of the other emails that they have sent me. Which the very first one they sent, which is the shipping label has been printed out, but it hasn't been like dropped off or picked up by the carrier yet, right? That first one is your delivery status is offline. No further context, just it's offline. It's like, all right, I guess that's a way of saying that we don't have any information for it yet. That does kind of make it sound like I can't track it, but okay, sure. Then same day we have your delivery status is in transit, which is like, okay, cool, I get that. It's been picked up, it's moving. The one after that, several days after that, was your delivery status has transit. Not to be confused with is in transit. It has transit. And then the jump scare email. So that's been fun to to see in my inbox. Now, mind you, I hadn't actually read any of them until the one from this morning. Because I have the actual tracking number saved to a page in my phone's web browser. So I'm actually just checking that like twice a day to see where it's moving. Because also it's been moving on like Chinese time, and I don't know when the fuck shit moves during that. So I've been checking it twice a day to actually stay updated with it. So yeah, I hadn't even bothered looking through the emails. I've just kind of dismissed them every time they've shown up. But I fear Arrive's Destination is one of those things that catches your attention. Kind of like how there's certain like words or phrases where you hear like a group talking, and there's just like a certain word or phrase that will always catch your attention, even if you're not actively paying attention to it. I fear that's one of those that does that. Especially when you deal with porch pirates. God, I hate my neighbors. I'm so excited though. Because what I ordered was the Rebo cap trackers. Because frankly, $200 for the style of tracking that they give, you know, versus the $100 per tracker that I have to go through for like a Vive or a Tundra tracker is just, I'm willing to deal with having to recalibrate and deal with a little bit of drift here and there to be able to have that, especially because it's 15-point tracking versus like the 3 trackers I have currently, which cost more than the entire RevoCap setup. So, yeah. I'm excited. When those come in, I am going to be able to do so many fun things for stream for that. I'll actually be able to walk around my interior space. Like, I'll be able to just, like, actually give you a tour of the space in here. And, instead of having, you know, all the different, camera setups and just, like, transitioning between them. Now, granted, I'll still have those, right? Because there's still going to be times like this where, I'm just going to be, like, you know, sitting and talking with y'all without the trackers on. But it'll be nice to be able to have a good bit more freedom. Especially because in theory, I can still use my Tundra trackers in tandem with the Revo caps. So I could also, like, have them track onto, objects that I have in my space. I could actually put the trackers on one of my boffer swords and be able to show off some of that stuff. Because I don't have too much room in my space for that, but I can do some things. I was actually thinking about mayhaps picking up the trackers after your hands-on experience. So I can't really put stations up in my room, so that would be a good solution. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially because the Tundras don't, or the Rebo caps don't require base stations. So yeah, I'm real excited about that. Anyway, though, I have work to do today. We're gonna be doing shenanigans.
Your package is now in outer space.
I would prefer if my package is in fact not in outer space, please. I kind of want that. I'm not sure how the radiation would affect my trackers, and I don't want to find out. Hello, Ansend. Welcome in. How you doing?
Your package is now in inner space.
In inner space. Oh, I see. Very eepy. That's a mood, bestie. This is very much a mood. Anyway. So, as you can see, we are in the new stream space. I've actually updated some of my camera stuff. By the way, you should be able to use ! camera to be able to change camera angles in chat. I do believe I have fixed that so that actually works now. Why?
Your package has been consumed by the soul.
Do not consume. Do not consume my package. Okay, good. It looks like the camera does work. It is still random, so you will still have to deal with occasionally having the same camera angle pop up. Oh, you get the cone bee perspective. Herb.
But Insan told us to eat it.
And San, how could you tell them to eat my package? I slept horribly last night. Oof. That sucks. No such thing, lies and slander. I don't know. It seems like you may have told them to eat my thing. How could you do this to me? Kirby ate it. You know what? Actually, that I would believe.
Me Kerbo, my goat.
I need to figure out how to boost the BootsyBot audio to be louder for me.
Insan, you eat all the wires. Of course you told us to eat the package.
You know what? I believe that too, honestly. Not eating wires all year. Is that true? Because I feel like you only made the promise to stop eating wires a couple of months ago. There we go. Ask Maiwo, they'll vouch for me. I mean, I'm sure. While I am sure that they would vouch for you, I'm in fact not going to ask Maiwo because you're dating, and thus they're going to, you know, vouch for you. Can't eat wires if I'm chilling inside a lizard's head. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could compel the lizard to eat wires. I wouldn't be surprised if you could at least. I think I just had a slight numbergasm. I managed to get my hunter stats to either 0s or 5s, no other numbers. Very nice. Would never, and I'm taken back by the accusation. I mean, listen, I don't know. Oh, I lost the reference images. Shit. Someone check the cameras. Sam disabled them. I just chill and hear what they do as their own bidding. Uh-huh. Totally. You know, kind of the great thing about frogs is that you can kind of just make them look however. And as long as it's still, like, vaguely frog-shaped, it'll still read. Love that about frogs. Your watch streak hit a funny number? What funny number? I know all too well that you can't trust the cameras as a stealth payday player. They're very loopable. True. The funny number? Listen, I've encountered too many people who think 6'7" is the peak of comedy, and also 420. There's multiple funny numbers. I regret to inform you. 69. Very nice. Oh yeah, also, I guess I should say what we are doing here. I'm making a low poly frog. Because the fact that Alu got jump scared by a frog is still the funniest fucking thing to me. And I'm not letting them live it down. So we are making a frog. Dodge is such a funny mechanic. Hey, you wanna gamble? Cool, how about you gamble with your life? I mean, yeah. You would know, wouldn't you, Yogi?
Frog does the jump.
Are there technically better ways to do what I'm doing? Yes. Do I still like sculpting by vertice? Also yes. And when you can run through a wall of bullets and take 0 damage, best feeling ever. Froggo does the jump. Yeah, we're gonna be able to throw this at Alu, in theory. Like, I'm gonna have to redo my throw command. So that way there is one specific to him, where on occasion you will just throw a frog at him. As it currently stands, the throw system allows you to, like, it throws at both of us, but it uses the same, I will hydrate, thank you, Sully. But it uses the same, like, list. And it just throws, one at each character. So I'll have to give Alu his own list. Tornado watch when it's barely drizzling. I mean, you know, Tornado don't give a fuck. No one even responded over the radio when I tried notifying everyone. Eh, sounds about right, honestly. Given, how things seem to have, continued working for your job. Like, nobody at your job actually pays attention to anything, it seems, besides you. In response to radio alerts, nothing gets done about access control violations. Yeah. Listen, if they're not going to do anything about it, it's no longer really your concern, right? All you gotta do is report it. If you've reported it, you've done your job. When it keeps happening and I don't say anything, it makes me look bad, but I just can't be bothered to waste time and energy. No, the thing is that you should say something. You should be reporting it. But if they don't do anything about it, that's on them. You've done your due diligence at that point. I shall retreat back to the treasure hoard. Okay. I decided to become a menace in PvP again because I need certain loot. Aren't you always a menace in PvP? Not just how that works. Question is, do I get the frog boots or not? Do I give him like little frog burgers? But I am stacking flinch mechanics to piss people off. Why? Specifically to piss people off, or is there a different reason for it? It's a very important question. Specifically to piss them off? Fair enough. Wait, which kind of PvP though? Like, which PvP are we doing? Yes, I know, but there's multiple kinds of PvP in Destiny. Crucible? Oh, yeah, fuck him. Get him. I want to choose camera angle. The advantage of having set this up myself, I can't just go through my own list and be able to pick a camera angle. That's the default one. I don't want that one. Ah, there we go. It's a fun one. So now y'all get to hang out in a comfy spot on my bed while I work. Still undecided if I want to give him cookies or not. I also feel like I need to bring the head forward a little bit more. Gambit is dead and I haven't unlocked Star Wars Gambit yet. Unfortunate. I'm still so sad about Gambit. I fucking love Gambit. And I am aware that I am in the minority for that one. However, Gambit was the best PvP mode. I forgot the extrusion. Add space inside. There we go. There you go. It's starting to be vaguely frog-shaped. I will hydrate, thank you. I'm hydrating with an energy drink currently. Love that. It's a bit better. And we're just gonna down. I don't plan on rigging this. Like, I'm not gonna give it bones or anything. I'm not really too concerned about it having super good topology. I just kind of want it to look like a cool low poly frog. Loop along here at some point. It's fine, though. Pretty sure there's a mode in the Lawless Frontier that allows you to do invasions during it. I see. a rug. Very much for taking care of the chat pet. Oh, I see you try to change the camera, but it remained in the same spot. It is always really funny to me every time the gacha goes, nah. No, in fact, I actually like the way it looks right now. Thus is the price of Gamba. I'm not sure what I want to do for the feed on this, so I'm gonna open it up to y'all. There you go. I'll let y'all fight over whether we want to give it toes. I even turned on the option for multiple votes, so you can, you have another thing to spend your points on. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm giving you the opportunity to rig it yourself. You can't spend channel points on it. However, goddamn. So I can confirm it's rigged. Are you the one spending all your channel points to rig it? Is that what's going on here? I see. I like the way it looks so far. It is in fact very frog. Alright, for 37 to 1 vote. Primarily through Yoki, apparently. We are giving it grippers. Okay. It was a fair voting? It was a fair voting. However, I was not expecting just, you know, I look away briefly, and then suddenly I see 21 votes for Give It Grippers. Though, frankly, I do feel like, to an extent, not expecting that is very much on me. I should have expected it. I know who I have in my chat. Increase the dramatic effect of the frog. Fair enough. Yeah, I was telling Alu what the plan for the day was this morning. It was just like, yeah, I fear you were never living down the frog, and I'm making a low poly throwable specifically for you. And they're like, I understand. Okay. Currently trying to figure out how I wish to go about creating the frog. The frog tootsies, if you will. An ad has started. Don't worry, you're not gonna miss much, honestly. I hate it when I do this to myself. Yeah, for some reason. Okay, I may just have to temporarily move that vertice up so I can actually, like, access that. Get it out of my way. There we go. Flinch drop, not having to aim is now my best bet. I see. That may be a little bit dumb. Okay. That's... And then I'll fix up the edge flow over at the other ones. Like, over in this area afterwards. Is it a super janky way of going about it? Yes. Has that ever stopped me in the past, though? No. Because it's being used for my stream, so I don't care if it's super janky. It's not a commission for somebody else where I actually have to make sure shit makes sense and follows, you know, some kind of good practice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like letting my shit be a little bit janky.
It has personality.
It does have personality, exactly. And like I said, it's not going to be rigged, so it doesn't matter. It can look goofy. There we go. Now I do need to fix the topology here. Wait on this, we're just gonna pull one of these. This one from the inside. And you know, the great part of it is only having to do it the one time, because I only have it, because I have the mirror turned on. See, it's looking pretty, Frog. Is it a good frog? Not really. But it is Frog. And that's kind of what I mean by the fact that, like, with frogs, as long as it's vaguely frog-shaped, it still reads as frog. Because yeah, if I was gonna model this to have it, like, actually, be riggable. Like, I wouldn't be modeling the legs actually in a resting pose like this. They would be modeled like straight out. Because if I were to try to rig this like this, that would be such a massive pain in the ass. A little bit of roundness to that. Not too much, just a little bit. A rug. And then honestly, I'm probably just going to do the same with the hands up here too. Hello, Lucy. Welcome in. How you doing? We are modeling a frog. Am sleepy? God, that's a mood. Me too, bestie. That's why we're just chilling, and we're working on some Blender stuff. I'm building a low poly frog to torment Alu with. Currently trying to get its limbs in a state that I like. Oh. I'm gonna fill these in end gun. I'm gonna do it big. It looks good so far. Thank you. It is very frog. That again. Something like that. Yeah, this is the smarter way to do what I did on the back feet. What I'm going to do now is its faces, its back. And then we're going to extrude them out. Maybe fix it up. There we go. Hello! Welcome in, Ashmalek. How you doing? It's going well. I am making I'm not sure how well you can see it over there. The hold on, let me change the camera angle to something where you can see what we're doing a little bit better. This one? No. Which angle did I make the close-up one? There we go. We're making a low poly frog today. Specifically to torment my partner, because he got jump scared by a frog, and I think it is the funniest fucking thing. So I am now making it a throwable to torment him with. Because I make all my own throwables for here. Which means anybody who's a regular on here can potentially have a thing just become a joke. And then it becomes available to be thrown at them. Or at me. So many throwables I have made just so chat can torment me with them. Like the chicken nuggies. Ain't that right, chat? I've never even tried to make stuff like that. It's easier than you might think at first, honestly. I kind of make stuff for my streams that are like specifically stuff because I think that's funny. But I also do these as like a commission type for other people who want 3D things to mess around with. And I take much more care to actually, you know, make them look nice for them. Our monthly nuggy contingent is enormous, yep. Listen, I gotta make sure y'all are well fed. And then you throw them at me anyway, but you know, at least I can say I tried. Sounds like you should value yourself more. Indeed. However, consider, in some instances, it is very fun to make scuffed things for yourself, because then you have the joy of seeing something really, really scuffed and still be able to be like, yeah, I made that, and it looks so scuffed, and everybody enjoys it anyway. And there is a joy in that, I think. In reminding yourself that not everything has to be perfect. You can find joy in things that are imperfect, deliberately or otherwise. And also finding ways of making scuffed things work more, like work better. So you also learn more about your craft by allowing things to be scuffed. That's how I choose to look at it, at least. Totally get that. I drew these myself and they're very scuffed, but I'm very proud of them. As you should be. They're super cute. I love the little bats. Those are adorable. And then we're gonna give our frog like floating bug eyes. 'Cause I feel like that's fun. Floating bug eyes. There we go. Look at that. That's very frog. I drew the bats out of spite at people suggesting they needed to use the plagiarism machine. Fuck yeah. Spite art is the best art. Completely and totally. Prefer personal effort over a stupid machine doing it any day. Absolutely. I am absolutely a fan of spite art. Okay. Time to mark seams so we can UV unwrap our frog and be able to give him a nice pretty texture. Because this is a trick that I learned, is with the mirror modify, if you go ahead and lay out your UVs before you apply it, it makes it much easier to texture later. Seam. There we go. That should allow that to come across real nicely. Because with marking out these seams like this, these red lines, you can think of UVs as like, if you've ever done any sort of like origami or like folding a piece of paper to create a shape, you can think of like all these little lines here as like folds in a piece of paper. And then you need to be able to have seams to be able to separate out like kind of like different pieces of that piece of paper. So that way everything can actually come together nicely. Because you can't really just take one sheet of paper and make like a fully enclosed shape like this, not when it's this complex. And when it comes to things like this, I modeled this leg without thinking about how I was going to do the UVs for it. So now I am finding myself in a little bit of trouble. It'll be fine, though. I might just do it like this. This is going to be the simplest answer. But I don't plan on getting too complicated with the texturing, so shouldn't be that big of a deal, in theory. Okay, looks like I got it all over the line. Good. Arcsy. Yeah. There we go. And now if I hit this unwrap, you can see that it takes all of these UVs and it follows the scenes that I created, and it lays them all out here. However, it does not do it in a way that I particularly like. That I've always been really bad about unwrapping my UVs. I've never been great at it. Luckily, there's a few things that I can do to make this a little bit easier on myself. Expanding to the 2D net of the object. Exactly. Okay, so I can do it like that. View. So that's the underside of the frog. Move that off the grid over there so we can lay that out properly in a moment. Okay. Yeah, and that one's not too bad. So we'll also move this up and off to the side. Mostly works, yeah. I'm not gonna put too much detail in the hands, so where'd it go? Never mind. So also the reason why I am doing all these pieces separately and pulling them off of the main grid is because once I get each individual piece in a way that I like it, I'm going to reselect everything and then manually place them onto the board. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So that'll also allow me to be able to change the size of each individual bit on here, because then being able to change the size also changes how much density each individual part has on the overall texture, like how much is actually taken up by it, which is important for resolution. You want you want whatever part is going to be like the largest part of the model that everyone's going to be looking at to have the highest resolution in the image. Otherwise, that's how you get blurry textures. Yeah, see, that looks funky because, frankly, I did not do a good job of modeling this leg with UVs in mind. So it's going to be, it's gonna look a little bit cursed. But that is 100% my own fault. I'm just gonna shove this down to this corner. Do you have anything else down there? There. Okay. Now we select the whole frog. Established earlier that cursed is good. Indeed. I missed a couple of faces here and there. It should be fine. I think some of these faces are interior ones that I need to delete anyway. This is the top of the frog, so this is the part that we want to be the largest on the UV map because it's the largest part of the model, and frankly, it's the part that we're going to see the most of. We have the next largest part over here, which is the underside. I'm not going to make it quite as large as the back, but I am going to scale it up just a little bit. This is the underside of the front leg. Underside of larger feet, which definitely doesn't have to be very large comparatively. Overlapping. More like that. There we go. That looks a bit better. Down a bit. Move it over. Inside of the leg. There we go. And then these random faces that I think might just be internal faces. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna move to a random spot. There we go. mirror modifier. So now we have a whole frog. Image texture. So we did just create a color grid for our frog. There we go. And now you can see, for example, what it looks like when I say that things show up as a different density in the textures. So you can see here, like the main frog body, you know, we have these this flow of colors and numbers that are one size, and then you look here and you see that this H is massive compared to the stuff here, and that's because comparatively the UVs for this part of the leg are much smaller than the UVs on the body. And of course, the more complex a character is, the more you really have to work on getting those UVs to look good. But in this case, since it's just a little poly frog, you know, we don't have to do too much. Makes sense. I had no idea objects could effectively have mixed resolutions. Indeed. In fact, you can actually, if you take a really, really close look at most video game models, you're gonna notice it more in, like, the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 era than you are so much, like, PlayStation 4 and onwards. But if you take a really close look at a lot of those models, either in-game or through a model viewer, you can actually see parts where a piece of the model is definitely a much lower resolution than everything else, because they're going to make sure that the most screen real estate is going to go towards the item that, or the part that you're going to be looking at the most. So, like faces are usually going to be one of the highest resolution things on a character model. Whereas, you know, small little details on clothing are going to be tiny. Keep an eye out for it next time I play an older game. Yeah. Once you learn how to spot it, you'll see it everywhere. Thank you very much for taking care of the chat, Pet Lucy. Yeah, if you, once you start learning, like, a lot of the tricks to this, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Because I 3D model, I see most things in wireframe. So, that's also a thing, is like, if you learn a 3D model, you'll start seeing stuff like that too. Which is, you know, great, because then it means that if you do, like, 3D stuff, you suddenly start being able to break down objects that you see in real life, and then you can recreate them in environments, which is very fun. It's very fun once you can see a thing and be like, oh, I could make that, and then you make it. There we go. Okay. Join these. And we're gonna go back into the UV editing, because now I need to adjust the spheres. Because these, I want to be a very, very tiny part of the overall texture, because I'm just going to, like, make them black. There we go. So they get their own little spot right here. That way this spot can just be colored black, and then the eyes will be nice beady black eyes. I work in software and it makes me notice a bunch of stuff with the software I interact with. Yeah, same principle. It can be really fun if you learn how to do this sort of stuff and then watch like 3D animated movies, because you'll start noticing a lot of cheats that they use, and you're like, oh, that's clever. Or you see other things and you just sit there scratching your head like, how did you do that actually, though? Like, hold on. I know how this usually works. How did you do this? We go. We'll name our mesh frog. We'll name our material frog. Apply all transforms. Frog. Alright, I need to use the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Also, like knowing magic, there are some magic tricks designed specifically for magicians that will know how a trick is usually done, but the specific trick is for that. Yeah. Oh, stage magic's so fun. Alright, let's see. Do I want to take the texture and pop it into Clip Studio Paint, or do I want to toss this into Substance Painter? That's the question. Yeah, we'll do Clip Studio Paint. So, to export these. Layout. Alright, and then I am going to switch us back over to the chatting for a little bit while I swap some stuff around. Because I'm going to need to open up Clip Studio Paint and then swap my the screen view from from my monitors to my drawing tablet. That way you can watch me texture the frog. Alright, where's close to paint? Yeah, no, I love stage magic. I used to be like super into it, and specifically doing card tricks. I actually still carry a pack of cards in my bag wherever I go, partially because of that. Really like card magic. I also carry cards everywhere. I use them like a fidget toy in meetings. Hell yeah. Very good. Low-key, having a deck of cards in your bag always is goated. Absolutely, for real. It is one of my favorite things. And then, of course, even if you don't do card tricks and, you know, play around with them, it's also just good for entertaining yourself if you ever have, like, unexpected, time, you know? I've gotten stuck at airports before, I've gotten stuck, at people's houses, due to inclement weather or car troubles. I've gotten stuck in plenty of places where the power went out. And just having a deck of cards you can use to entertain yourself and save battery on important electronics like your phone is so underrated. I usually have 3, 1 regular, 1 invisible, and 1 stripper. I see. Frog pages. There we go. Alright, let's swap my screen over to CSP. There we go, I think that should be correct. Question mark. Oh, we'll swap over to here. Yeah, oh, nope. That was in fact the wrong one. Hey, there's OBS. Say hello to yourselves. There we go. There's Clip Studio Paint. So very rarely does someone ask to see a trick, but when they do, I am prepared. Hell yeah. Oh, that's why. And also having my mouse input go to the wrong computer. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, now we can see the layout of our frog. I like to learn some random card games as I happen to always have a deck of cards in what has become my travel backpack. Hell yeah. The thing that I would recommend if you don't have some memorized or like need help remembering them, like print out a little booklet to fold up and keep in your bag with the cards with simple instructions. So that way you can have some for like a single player game like Clock Solitaire, you know, 2-player game, and further up. go ahead and make the nice Dr. Black. I'm kind of vaguely, like, basing the form off of a tree frog, but the actual color of it is just going to be, like, generic frog. We'll pick kind of desaturated green. To head off because it's midnight here. Good luck with your frog. Thank you, and have a good rest. Thank you so very much for coming by. We'll go ahead and color in everything green for now. Everything except for the eyeball green. And then we'll adjust colors from there. I know the underside is probably going to be like a pale green or a white. Okay. You know, probably would have been a smarter idea to just like bucket fill in everything with green. But I did not think about that. Yeah, that would have been a smarter option. But I am the demon of knowledge, not of wisdom. There we go. Guy down there. Perfect. And thank you very much for taking care of the chat, Pet Yogi. I do so very much appreciate it. I will airbrush like a different color towards the tips of the tootsies for the frog. Put it on the like knee area as well. I don't really want it on the underside, so I think the undersides will just be like a lighter color. Like this. Because I'm not basing this on any particular frog. So it can be whatever colors we want it to be. It can be the silliest frog colors we can think of. We'll put a bit of a darker color, like a darker green on his back. Give them some nice, you know, color variation here and there. You really can't tell what the actual color I'm making this is, huh? Because the LUT that I have applied to my camera here is, quite, like, desaturating all the greens. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'll be posting, a picture of it to the Discord anyway, so... Okay, there we go. Got it. We got that. Now it's time to open up Unity and see what happens. Oh, well, an ad's starting. That's a pretty good, not a bad spot for the ad to pop up since I have to wait for Unity to open anyway. And that shit takes for fucking ever. I need Wordo SDK, because that's where all my props go through. I really wish I could figure out how to get rid of the border around the particles here. I don't know why they have that border. They shouldn't, but they do. I've considered adding some screens to the other portions of the monitors, like the 3 monitor setup I have here. But I also kind of worry that if I put too much stuff there, it would start getting, like, hard to tell what everything is. Oh, also, I've noticed chat is actually clipping into my desk here. By the way, yeah, if it's your first time seeing the way that I do chat on these types of streams, the chat is a physical thing in the world. Chat on cam. I think we might, yeah, I can shut the cam without it going haywire. Perfect. Need to rotate that a little bit, so that way it's not... I can't get it to completely cut it, like, unclip out of the desk, unfortunately. Well, you know what? You're all, you know, souls chatting with me anyway, so you're all immaterial. It's fine. That's what I'm telling myself, at least. Welcome back from the ad, everyone. Also, thank you very much for taking care of the chat pet, Ensan. Ah! I feel the love, thank you. Ah, there we go. Wordo finally, popped up for me. Not Wordo, fucking Unity. I can words. I know English. Hello, Milo. It'll be a Milo. There we go. Alright. Wait, shit, I closed out of Blender before I exported the frog as an object. Whoops. Fix that real quick. How you doing, Milo? How was your stream earlier? I saw you were streaming. org. Yeah. Oh yeah, you weren't here for the story. Alu got jump scared by a frog, the other day. And so, I have decided that we're making a low poly throwable frog specifically to torment him. Because I think it's hilarious and I'm not letting him live it down. Oh wait, shit, that's the .blend file, not the FBX. Whoops. It's the FBX. There's the FBX. Is it gonna be a 1-point redeem? No, it'll be part of the regular, throw redeems. Frog. Oh my god, that's a big frog. Hold on. That's gonna need to be scaled way the fuck down. Okay, that might be a bit small. You know what? Listen, this was my laptop. That's good. We can use my laptop prop as a reference point for a lorg to make the frog. So I want it to be large enough to be seen, like, noticeably that it's the frog when we throw it at Alu, but not, like, so big, you know? Yeah, make it ribbit. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I can give you guys a closer look at the, Hold on, I'll need to manually move the camera back. I should just give myself, like, hotkeys to be able to change the camera to whatever angle I want it to be on stream, so I don't have to go to my blueprint every time. So yeah, I've actually made a lot of my own props for stream. This laptop model is one that I grabbed off of Booth, but I have heavily customized to be able to make it the little laptop model you see when I do Final Fantasy on stream. It also exists within the stream world that I have set up. And this is an actual screenshot of my my desktop that I took while I was making this. As you can see, I was definitely up at a stupid hour working on this. But yeah, that's my actual desktop. Because I figured that would be the most fun way to have that be visible. A bunch of other stuff in here too, like the cone bee, which I also modeled myself in Blender. Very cursed. 10 out of 10. What else do I have in here? Oh yeah, there's my iPad. Everything has... So the way that Wordo works, by the way, everything has to be named prop when I export it out of here, so I don't know what anything is. It's just a list of prop. It's only a little bit of a problem. But yeah, I use a lot of the little things that I make for stream stuff as stickers for my objects when I'm either creating or customizing models. Because this iPad is another model that I got off of, oh god, I want to say CG Trader. I'm actually not sure which, where I got this one from. But the base model itself, was created by someone else. I got it with, commercial rights, so I could do whatever I wanted with it. And then I took screenshots from my actual, iPad. This is Clip Studio Paint on my iPad that I took last year in November. So that way I could have it for when I do certain types of art streams on stream. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the matching Apple Pencil, of course. Oh yeah, this was for the Valentine's throwables. So we've got the chocolate bar. And of course, chocolate without the bar, or without the wrapping. Little chocolate truffle. Chocolate heart, which I don't think anybody ever got a chance to get a real good look at, but I drew a custom design for it, and it's got a gold matte cap, so it's actually metallic. And then, you know, kitty hearts. And a model I did as a gift for Moss of their little salmon mascot soy sauce. Which I'm also super proud of. I think this came out super well. But yeah. Drug. So we are going to extract material. And then where did I save? Save it in here? No. Oh no, I saved it in here. Here we go, front effects. Yeah, there we go. Here's our frog. Oh, he looks so cute with the white underbelly. What the fuck? Look at that. That's actually so cute. Let's change the shader to tune shader. Frog. Look at him, he's so cute. What the fuck? Can't wait to throw it at Alu, right? Hell yeah. He's got his little, like, dark stripe going down his back. That is shockingly cute. What the actual fuck? I kind of want to make his schnoot a different color. Like, airbrush something onto it. Should I make his schnoot darker or lighter colored, do y'all think? I also kind of want to add some like speckling to him as some detailing. You know what? You know what I can do real quick? Hold on. So you can actually kind of see what I'm doing. Oh, hello. You get to see behind the scenes real quick because I need to. I'm gonna actually do a thing. You can see how this works. I'm gonna duplicate this screen. Move it over here. No? There we go, and then this screen. There we go, can show Clip Studio Paint. While the other screen shows, well, whatever I have going on this monitor. Oh, thank you very much for the care package, Guardian. Ugh. Oh, I needed that stretch. Ow. I don't know if any of those pops were picked up by the microphone. I needed that. There we go. So yeah, now you can see Unity and Clip Studio at the same time. Since I am going to have to work on both right now. You know, I kind of like the idea of giving him like a lighter color on the shirt. I think this is the schnoot side. I think. There we go. It was correct. That was the schnoot side. Hell yeah. You know, he looks super cute, like, matte like this. But I also feel like we should make him shiny. Which I don't think we can do with the M2, it doesn't really work well with shiny. Little Toon. Little Toon can make him shiny. We'll add some shading. Change the shading more to a green color than Orpal. There we go. Oh yeah, the border color can be red for some subsurface scattering. And then oh, you can really put like a toony highlight on him, huh? Let's turn it into a realistic one. Or it's not. Oh. And then we'll blur it. Also turn down the intensity of that. I want him to be a little shiny. I don't want him to be ridiculously shiny. Trying so hard not to fall asleep at work. I imagine chill stream's probably not too helpful for that. I would also normally, like, smooth out a model like this. Like, use the smoothing geometry mode, but I kind of like it better like this. I like being... In this case, I like being able to see all the different faces. Friends are here. Also true. Also true. Fire reflections. Hell yeah. I can give him a rim light? Oh my god, that's a rim light. Hold on. Okay, let's make it green. Saturate it. Make it significantly less intense. Oh, I don't think the rim light looks good on him. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll take that off then. I could make him glittery. I forgot. Cause I always use Koyomi for all my glitter stuff. I forgot, Little Tuna also has it. Glitter Frog. Yeah, I fear we may need Glitter Frog. The glitter will get everywhere. I mean, it already is everywhere. Do you not see all the glitter in my hair and horns? No, because I don't have these, like, laid out as nicely as I would like. I actually want to leave the glitter off. It'll just be a frog. I am definitely gonna have to add a sound effect to it, though, if it hits. There you go. What do y'all think of the frog? I like the frog. I think he's a very good frog. I didn't think that was glitter, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as the glitter and the shader. It's just I use Koyomi for my hair and horns, so I can get the glitter much finer. Glitter bombs, neon nerds. Oh yeah, I'm glad y'all like the frog. Okay, so I'm gonna add some. I'm gonna add some noise to the frog. Because I want it to... I want him to have some dappling to him. There we go. Got some speckling on him. Put some darker speckling. A little bit higher up on his back. There we go. Look at that. Some dark speckling and it looks so good. It might be fun to line the areas of the underbelly with the regular, like, speckling, or with the regular color too. Kind of speckle it on. Kind of can one eat the frog? I would assume so. I'm not sure it would be good for you to eat the frog. But if you were to try to eat the frog, I would not stop you. So we do not know what the usual diet is. Be aware it was spotted first in a toilet, that's true. That is what caused the initial jump scare and started off this this whole thing. The weirder it is, the more likely we can call it a delicacy. True. That I can't deny. Excuse me? Okay. Oh. Why? Why are things now just refusing to appear? Okay, you know what? Whatever. It works. That was the wrong thing again. God damn it. There we go. Yeah! Look at that speckling. It looks so good. It looks so very frog. I forgot what company I'm in. That would not deter people here to eat it. Nope. Oh, he's so very frog. I love him. Die this toilet wine, obviously. Hell yeah. Alright. What do y'all think of frog? You think frog good as is, or do we need to adjust anything more? So honestly, I'm kind of happy with him as is. He's a very good frog. I would die for frog. Frog is perfect, I think. Very proud of frog. Very throwable. Hell yeah. Perfect. So, such a good frog. Very creature. I wonder if Alu's still in chat. Alu, you still around, my love? Are you here to see the shenanigans of frog? I am in indeed. What do you think of frogs? You're the one we're going to be throwing this at. I'm going to actually lose my light. Everything refuses to, like, actually come to the forefront. Frog, 10 out of 10, very frog. Hell yeah. Is an absolutely adorable creature. I approve. Fantastic. That's the last approval that we needed. Okay. Go ahead and close out a dispute. I don't need that open anymore. Alright. New mod. Frog. Frog throw? Frog throw. Frog throw works. Okay. Carrot. Drop. My tablet's freaking out. I don't appreciate that. It was a very expensive thing to be freaking out. Okay. Now I need a collider. Get a box collider. Perfect. Because Wardo does not like it when I use the mesh colliders. I think I will make myself more tea. More tea good. Stop getting sidetracked and continue Star Wars. Lightsaber is necessary for my build. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll be around to help you with Destiny stuff later. Here we go. Now a frog. No. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and build mod. And then we'll import it into Wardo and see what happens. Oh, man, I'm tired. All right. Destiny, how do people trying to help me get Xenophage Catalyst keep getting it when I don't? Who'd be like that? Alright. Go ahead and go back to the chatting cam. That moment when you get home too late to do one thing, but another thing opens up because you were late? Oh, I see. Excuse me, are we... No? There we go. Took it a moment. Okay. Let's see about putting the frog inside of Wardo. Hope art has been good. We have made frog. Chat has approved of frog. And yes, I must say it that way. It must be frog. Okay. Props. Open the prop folder. Paste. Guess what happens to another person in my clan? I drop the 1K cat before them. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. Actions Twitch. Yeah, y'all don't get to watch me set this up because I have stuff hidden in my blueprints. And there is secret commands that y'all can't know about yet. You gotta figure it out yourselves. Okay. Going to create a different throw prop. Bungo just hates me. Bungo hates everyone. Okay. Okay, somebody put exclamation point eat in chat, please. Oh! Oh my god! That was aggressive. Oh, everything is broken. Why for is everything broken? That was rough. You did eat the demon. Fucked up. I can't even see the frog. In theory, frog should be there. Wherefore frog? The Froggo has possessed the demon, thus the head spin. I've seen The Exorcist. Hey, what in the world is going on here? Alright, I'm gonna test something. Alright, somebody hit, yeet again, please. Where frog, is it a full moon? Could be. Oh, okay, well I saw something. I mean, it still broke me, but I saw something. Okay, well, we know that eats, break me when I'm on the, on this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. It's a problem for later, though. You know what, let's see. Let's just spawn a prop and see what do. If the frog shows up that way, because it could just be as simple as... What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Why do I have a whole bunch of random props in the middle of my fucking floor? Huh? Y'all can't see what I'm seeing, but I have a whole bunch of shit just in the middle of my floor, and I'm very concerned about it. Frog throw. Okay, yeah, so the frog does show up at least. So yeah. It just might not be very visible until we're in, until we're doing, like, other throwy things. Yeah, look, we got frog. There we go, we can hover over there. Woo, frog! Rimbit indeed. There we go. Are y'all excited about frog? I'm excited about frog. I feel like we made a very good frog here today. It's quite a large frog. Look at this boy. Hell yeah, frog successful. And then I'll figure out how to get the, throwing things at me while I'm sitting here to not break me. Because as funny as that is, that does cause problems. Lorg frog. Yeah, so when you throw items during collabs with me and Alu, there will be a chance he just gets pelted with frog. It's so good. I love it so much. Alright. Fantastic. Frog successful. Alright, well, I have things to do today, things and stuff. It is already, near the time I would end stream normally anyway, so let's see who we can say hello to. Who's online? Let's see. You know what? I see Void Taffy, who I have. Oh, no, never mind. Apparently they just ended. God damn it, Twitch. I would appreciate if you gave me an updated list of who's actually online. Just like, oh, I haven't rated Void in a while. And they're playing Mecha Chameleon. Nope. Oh, that's fine. We'll say hi to Lem. Lem's also doing art today. And it looks like they just started, so we'll say hello. There we go. Alright, I will be back at my normal time on Friday. I don't know what we're going to be doing on Friday. I'll figure out day of, probably. We might be playing a game. We might be making more throwable things. Who knows? But yeah. Other than that, though, please make sure that you eat something, drink something, take your meds if you need them. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye-bye!